Now, I'm not an expert, but as far as I'm aware, negatives sort of originate back in photography when you get film developed and it sort of gets inverted and then turned into a proper color image with contrast and all that stuff that you see. But it starts out as a negative on film that's inverted, which isn't as useful today because everything's digital. But I gotta say, if there is one really useful modern purpose for applying negatives to videos and imagery, it's
creating an ultimate powerful aesthetic.
See, I looked sort of like a demon. Cool, huh? Today's gonna be fun. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and today I'm going to try and paint in the negative, and at the end of this project I'm going to invert it and see how accurate I have been. To show you exactly what I mean, here is just a duplicate of the same batch of very colourful images, and if I just invert the one on the right, you can see that white becomes black when inverted, the skin colour sort of becomes like a cyan-y blue, and it's unnerving because I have no idea how I'm going to go in this challenge. So I'm going to have to just start off playing around a bit and learn just how the mechanisms of it work before I try something ambitious. I'm excited to let you guys know this video is sponsored by Huion, friend of the channel and fantastic producers of really high quality and very affordable digital tablets, whether they be pad tablets or display tablets. Today they've sent me the Huion Inspiroy 640p. This thing is a great entry-level device anyway at only 50 bucks, but they're providing 10% off to you guys who want to get started in digital art and animation with the coupon code JAZZA640. Now keep in mind that coupon code expires in the next couple of months, so go use it while you can, especially if this is something you're interested in getting into, and it comes with everything you need. It's a really gorgeous device, fantastic build quality. It's got the highest level of pressure sensitivity in the industry, a battery-free, never need to charge stylus and stand. It comes with spare nibs and a smudge guard. It's just such incredible value for money. I highly recommend checking it out and getting yourself one if you're interested in getting started in art and animation. This device has 6 customizable express keys and a switch to toggle them on and off so you don't press them accidentally. It has an ultra thin design, it's light and durable, and it's the first Huion tablet that adopts a full clad laminate and no border design. It really is just the best bang for buck that you can get, so go check it out. The link is in the card and in the description. And thanks to Huion for sponsoring this video. So we're going to start off with some observation here, just so I can soak in a little bit about how all this works. I have never attempted this before, I am unfamiliar with it, but I'm just going to try and see how much I can soak in before I attempt to do it later in this video. Starting off with the first thing that is easiest to notice, and that is that white becomes black. Light becomes dark. The results can be kind of cool, but also really confusing because the light areas or the highlights are still painted as highlights even though they're black, and the dark areas or shadows are still painted as shadows or where shadows would go even though they're light. So you can see the eyes and the nose and the mouth all sort of look like they're glowing as a result, like from the inside, which is what I guess gives us that
slightly demonic aesthetic.
See what I mean? Anyways, moving on. The other thing that we have is the color swapping. Basically, apparently, how it works, according to Wikipedia, is the color is swapped to its complementary color. So green to purple, red to blue, and yellow to like that mid-purpley blue there, so on and so forth. So I mean, it sounds straightforward in theory, but I think in practice it's going to be quite tricky to pull off, especially when you get an image like this that's full of color and highlights and shadows. It makes a lot of sense in this context to sort of flip it while you can make out what it is. If I were to try and paint this from scratch to have it turn into this, which is essentially the crux of today's activity, I feel like I might fail miserably, but at least spectacularly. I'm just gonna do a little bit of sketching and playing around before I attempt a final piece. We're gonna have a really rich blue sky, so I'm gonna start off by blocking in just like this thick orange. Let's move on to some green, which is obviously purple. If I do like this mauve color out here on the background, that can sort of be a faded mountain. Let's get something in the foreground. Let's get like a barn or something. We need a fence, so I'm gonna go with this blue again, and let's Let's just sort of do a rough, weird looking thing. We need some sort of sunrise. This is my sun peeking over the mountains. Oh god, the mountains are gonna be lighter than the sun. Whatever. There you go, that's my landscape. Something's gonna be off there, but I don't know what. Let's move on to image number 2. Let's try something really high contrast. I'm gonna do a really dark room, therefore it's gonna be like near white. And I'm gonna have someone sort of meditating, contemplating, profile image looking up like this. We're gonna get a black and we're going to gently sketch a silhouette here. Now what I've just drawn down, that black, is actually gonna be the highlight. So what I'm gonna do is pick just some pure white areas to have like a really strong rim light effect. Let's move into like a skin tone. Got this blue here. And as far as a highlight on the cheek, we'll do that with the blue, like this. And this is where I guess for the mouth and the nose, we can go a lighter blue. Oh, man, this is so confusing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh god. Oh no. Eyeball is gonna be white, and this is gonna be white. No, but that's not black, that's white. So this should be black. I'm so confused. There you go. Okay, rescued. Woohoo! We'll be wearing a white collared shirt, therefore it's very dark or black. You guys confused yet? Because I sure as hell am. Alright, I think that'll do. And then our last image over here. What if I do the Jazza avatar? Because I'm used to drawing him a lot, but I have specific colors I usually go to, and I've never drawn him in reverse. So let's do that. This time we're going to go with a black background, or a near black. I'm going to use my ink brush with a white pen, and let's just keep it simple. Nice cartoony happy face. There we go. Bring that cheek in. There you go. So there's my avatar. He's holding up his hands like, look at me. I look completely normal, is what I'm going to be going for. I'm going to throw in colors. These are going to be flat colors, so I'm not going to be doing shading or anything, but I'm going to try and get as accurate and close to his usual colors as possible. Let's see how this goes. So for the skin tone, we have this sort of rich blue. His eyes are going to be white, so obviously they need to remain black in here. And his hair is like a sandy blonde, and the shirt is like a medium red, but a bit lighter. So if we go like this will probably do it. There we go. And then finally we have jeans, which let's just go with this orange and call it a day. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to see how I did. Starting off with this little landscape, I'm just gonna flip this. Oh my god! Yes! That sort of worked! Look at that! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Justified confidence! Let's move on to image number 2 and flip. Oh my god! That sort of worked! That sort of worked. I went for a medium to dark skin tone and it worked. The hair is reddish. Oh my god, who's feeling confident today? All right, last but not least, we have the avatar. Now, I'm actually gonna bring in a direct comparison / reference. Here we go. This is my avatar. Obviously, I spent a little more time making one look nice and clean and the other not so much, but let's just see how we go. You ready? Flip. Oh, do you know what? That's pretty good, except I forgot to color the teeth. Obviously the colors are a lot brighter because I just went with the safest direction I could, but it worked. Like if I hide my reference, like you would still think that's the Jazza avatar. Look at these. Look at these. That's crazy. Just flipping these and you can see that I actually sort of managed to do this. All right, we've done our sampler. I am feeling roaring and ready to go. I am a little nervous to hide my my references here, so let me just take mental note of all of this. Yeah, no, this is gonna be tough, but you know what? That's what you guys watch these videos for. Wish me luck. I'm gonna do something as epic and cool as I possibly can. I'm gonna take my time and I'm not going to peek at any of my references or my color chart here. I'm just gonna do it with just me and my Photoshop canvas and come back to you when I'm done. Rather than starting off straight away with tones or colors, I decided to spend as long as I needed on a solid sketched foundation, so that the focus of the challenge would be on the inverted colors rather than proportions or the character design. So, as you can see, I'm creating a demonic looking creature because I figured inverted people look demonic, so why not just have fun with that theme? And then with the design and foundation ready, I was ready to start with the core tones. Using black and white first, I wanted to create a final image that would be really high in contrast, so that the transformation when inverted would be really dramatic, and also so that there would be a really strong sense of light and shade. To do this, I kept the background white and drew in the outer edges of the creature with solid black, so that when inverted, they would become the solid white edge glow of the creature in the dark, as if lit intensely from behind. Next, I filled the inside of the demon with a grey colour as a base for my tones moving forward, added a touch more little shading around the edges that would add to the glow, and moved on to what would be my darkest of details, using white to create the lines. With all the main lines and points of greatest contrast put down, the remainder of the process essentially meant filling in all the parts in between with tonal variation and shading. Now, you'll notice I'm only working in black and white. That's because working in this inverted spectrum for the challenge presents two challenges, both the flipped tones and the flipped colors. So by working in grayscale alone, I could put all of my attention on getting that right without the confusion of colors, yet that would come into play later. I went on to refine the shading by bringing in broader areas of the creature into light or shade, and picked a few features to try and make pop, like glowing eyes, and then further put focus on shading in the facial area to show as much detail and contrast as possible. Next came the color. Now, this felt like much more of a guessing game than the tones, but using the little lessons I learned from the previous experiments, I attempted to create a purplish skin tone, red gums, and bone-colored teeth, along with blood-soaked hands, all of which, of course, I tried to pick from my memory of the opposites of those colors, or the complementary colors. The blood-soaked hands, of course, not only required a color overlay, but also a little extra love, drawing in the drips and black lines that would become highlights later on in all of the wet, bloody areas. I picked my best guess for what would be a brown loincloth, and then I move on to the very finishing touches of light and shade painted throughout the canvas to blend the whole thing together with some touches of bloody texture in the background. Alrighty, so after about 4 hours of painting, this is what I have, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks inverted, but even before inverting it, I'm pretty happy with how this dude looks. Mainly because I think the inverted look really complements a demonic aesthetic, so regardless of how it looks flipped, I'm happy with how it turned out, but I think the time has come for the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm so nervous. Invert! Oh my god! Oh my god, that is so much better than I expected. Yes! Oh, I love it. Okay, oh sorry, yeah, that was a big reaction. That was a sincere reaction. Do you know the thing I'm most ecstatic about? It's exactly what I was aiming for. I'd be like wrapped with this if I painted it just like that. This is blowing my mind a bit. All right, I apologize for being so self-complimentary, but I hope you'll forgive it and agree that I've earned it, because I am really happy with it. Do you know what? I'm wearing the perfect shirt for this occasion. I am really happy with how that turned out. I don't know what this is. It's my victory dance. Thank you so much for watching, and of course a huge thank you to Huion. I love Huion. I can't recommend them enough. So if you want to give your hand a try, if you want to try your hand at digital art, be it unconventional or conventional, animation and all that stuff, digital tablets are the way to do that with a stylus, with a pen instead of a computer mouse. So if you're looking to get started in art and animation, the Huion H640p is a fantastic starter at, with 10% off, about $45. That's like really nothing for what you get, considering it comes with absolutely everything and it's really high quality. Once again, of course, that includes the battery-free stylus, 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, 6 customizable express keys and a switch to toggle them, an ultra-thin design. The device is compatible with all modern PCs and Macs and will serve you well into your development of art and animation. So go check it out. The discount code and all of the links are in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked the result of this video, which I don't mean to sound cocky, but how could you not? Yeah, no, that sounds really cocky, but I'm just like, I've blown my own mind today as to how much, like, how well that's... Anyways, please hit that like button. And of course, if you want to join for more fun with art and challenges and creativity and all this good stuff, subscribe to Draw with Jazza for more fun with art and creativity. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Leave your suggestions for future challenges in the description below and your feedback on this one. And until next time, I'll see you later. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. And while you're at it, check out my shop where I sell ebooks, brushes, photo references, video courses, and more. There's another video you might enjoy from my channel over there, and you can also check out my behind the scenes daily vlog channel, Daily Jazza. That's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.